Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's now Friday the 29th of April 2022. 8 o'clock in the morning, getting ready for another busy day. Enjoying some of the Brazilian yellow bourbon from Fazenda de Lobo. Very good coffee. So, after sort of the Easter break week, the short week last week, which was a little bit quieter, I thought it was quieter than expected. This week's kind of made up with it. I think everyone's sort of woken up again after the Easter break and kicked back in. So we've had a lot of orders, a lot of local orders, been really busy, just shipping stuff out generally all over. Just had loads on. Really busy shipping days, so that's good. It's been a busy week. Also, being the end of April, it's also the end of the business financial year, so that means there's lots of extra work on because stock take to do. You've got to get all the paperwork finalised and up to date because the year shuts off at this point, and then we start all over again for another year. So a busy week for that, as well as all the work we had on all the roasting. We've done a lot of roasting with this roaster and the smaller one. And kind of the week you don't want any problems to happen at all. Which, unfortunately, the way my life goes, problems just seem to find themselves or throw themselves at me, or drive quite angrily at me, one way or the other. So Tuesday morning, driving to work as normal, getting up towards Queensbury Crossroads. Just before there you get to a section called Scarlet Heights. The road narrows a bit. There's some parked cars because there's parking for houses, set of terraced houses along there. And I was coming up along there, there was a big white like Mercedes Sprinter van, it's a big chunk of van at the last spot, and as I cleared that, there's a little side road called Park Lane which wheels its way down and joins the road down to Shelf, and I think people use it as a shortcut to avoid the crossroads lights, so there's always people kind of trying to pull out of that. And as I cleared the van, there was a car waiting to pull out, which is fine. What wasn't fine is immediately as I saw it, it started accelerating towards me with the obvious intention of wanting to go to Bradford, so the opposite way I was going. So if I'm going this way, he's sat here, and he just started coming like that at me. I swerved, but with the best will in the world, a vehicle accelerating towards you when you're just going in a straight line that way, you're just not going to manage to avoid it because he's coming towards me. Probably, if I'd put my foot down, I might have got past him in a weird scenario, but of course you don't really think, when you're seeing that you're going to crash, you don't think something like that, you just think, he's going to hit me, swerve and brake. So he did hit me quite hard in the RAV4. It damaged left side only, front left, he took out the tyre, chipped big chunks off the alloy, obviously tyre wrecked, because I think that was the main contact point, was the front left sort of wheel area, and there was some obvious damage to, or bending of the suspension strut. Swiped down then just the side of my car, damage to, well, cosmetic damage then, really all the way down the side, just sort of marks, dents, scrapes. Did blow out the rear tyre, surprisingly. I don't know if it just pushed the rubber up against the sidewall enough to break the seal. So all in all, totally undrivable, my car. Just as it was, because my RAV4 literally took the entire front off his BMW. There was no bumper left, and it was straight to the box frame of the engine mount where the radiator and everything else is. It was literally no front to his BMW at all. I just sliced completely across the front and wiped it all away. So I managed to limp the RAV4 to the side of the road so I wasn't blocking the road, because of course at this point I was in the opposite lane of traffic really, as I'd swerved while trying to avoid him. So I parked that up, got out, he got out, we were both fine, we exchanged details. One of the cars that was passing to come towards us, she stopped to ask if we were okay, and he took her down as a witness, but I mean he accepted full responsibility. It's not like he could do, because he drove out into me where I had all the right in the world to be. But she confirmed that she'd seen it all and that there was nothing I could do. He just literally pulled out blindly into me. So having ascertained all that, there wasn't a lot left to do but get a taxi to work, because I'd still got to get here to let people in. Because it was 8:15 when that happened, and obviously staff were getting here at 8:15 now. So I managed to get a taxi, get here, get sorted out, then deal with insurance side, get a hold of insurance, get my claim put in, mainly because I'd had to abandon the car up on the road. It wasn't legally parked, but it wasn't in a great place. It needed moving. So eventually it got picked up 2:30 in the afternoon. I had to go back in the work van to meet him with the key, so we could upload it and then take it to the body shop in Wakefield so they could order all the parts to fix it again at the other person's insurance cost, because it was his fault. And then another, well, the loan car company then that the insurance provides, you know, a replacement car while yours is off the road, they got in contact and said that they'd drop off the next day. So they did come the next day, and they just provide an equivalent SUV basically. So I've got a Kia Sportage GT Line automatic. It's not a RAV4. It's nothing like the RAV4 actually. I mean, I'm sure it's a very nice car. And if you'd had no RAV4, you'd probably think it was a brilliant car. But having had a RAV4, it just kind of, like, there's so many irksome things about it, and the automatic gearbox just seems totally like it doesn't know what it's doing. It, you know, revs and jerks and shudders, and just seems to randomly pick a gear at any point that's going to throw itself into, causing all sorts of jerking about and things. So not super impressed with the Kia Sportage, but you know, shouldn't only have it for only a few weeks, maybe until the 12th of May, they're saying at the moment, the body shop place, but it's all dependent on when parts can come and when they can bolt them on. So, I believe Mr. Nellis has some words for us. Hopefully he's had a better week than me. So let's have a look. Where are you, Mr. Nellis? My things. There we go. My things to talk about on your vlog. I have watched Batman starring Jack Nicholson to mark his 85th birthday last week, and I also watched Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Very good. I have been to the Percy Shore with Liam Hiley for Sunday lunch, and I had a hot chocolate there. Also, there's been to Pudney's Country Park on Monday afternoon, Bradford Industrial Museum. There's a Magpies trip, and talking of Magpies trips, I'm going on a canal boat trip from Murfield to Brighouse today. Very good, that'll be quite exciting. I hope the sun stays shiny for you. Have you seen Speed starring Keanu, Ted, Logan, Reeves? Yes, everyone's seen Speed. I'm going to Edinburgh with my run from the 10th to the 13th of July. Then the Great Yorkshire Show with her 2 days later after a 2-year break due to the pandemic. Oh, very good. Hey Dougie at the cinema as it Alexander Armstrong narrates it. Oh, very good. There you are, Richard. So, yeah, it looks like you have been busy. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, it's been a smashing week for my car. A hectic, busy week at work. We've got stock take today. That's going to be a pain. And then, just weekend, I think. It's bank holiday again. Get Monday off. So, yeah, I think I'm going to try and do as little as possible, because it's been a bit of a trial of a week, to be perfectly honest. I need a break. completely. So, yeah, I think that's it. Can't think of anything else. Yeah, because I worked last weekend. I came in Saturday and Sunday. Had bits to do, bits to sort out with this roaster, so I did a load of roasting on Sunday with this just to get caught up for the week. So I was busy last weekend working, and so this weekend I think treat myself to a bit of a break and potter about the house a bit, and I'm gonna have to clean the guinea pigs out. But that'll be exciting. Right, that's me done. I think I need to get on with work. So have a good weekend. Next week. Ooh, and I'll catch you in next week's coffee vlog. Okay, see ya.